Yay, you've set up yourself. You got your credit. You got your credit secured. All of this. Now, I'm going to need for you to build on a proper foundation. Because now you're going to build this business into a business. What does that look like? You making the decision to put that business credit card away somewhere that you can't see it, so you ain't using it, because your personal credit and your business credit need to be separate. Number one. Number two, you got a business bank card. Guess what? Put that away where you're not seeing it, because you just need to use the numbers in order to set up your online payment providers so that you can get payments when you start to make money. All right? Cool. Great. You don't even know how much money you want to make. You need to begin with the end in mind. Okay? Now that you've figured out that you want to start making money and you've been able to save up or do what it is that you want to do, what you doing? What's that look like? I told you, maybe you want to target what I targeted, which is $55,000. How much did I say per week is what you want? $1,057 was the end goal, which means if you were to set that by monthly, that would be $4,228. Okay? So maybe that's your goal for your bi-monthly. And you divide that over maybe your products and services that you want to provide. You've got a book. You've got the products that you created. You got all of this. Now, I know I make it sound like it's an easy thing. Here's where you're going to run into issue. Here's where you're going to run into issue. Here's where you're going to run into issue. This is why when you were taking that 6 months to set up your secure credit, your bank accounts, all this kind of stuff on the back end to make sure that you was able to set yourself up. And remember, I said it was 7 months that it would take. That 7th month, after the 6 months of you feeling comfortable, you're going to take that 7th month and figure out how and where you're going to get that audience. Where do we say? ChatGPT will tell you where your audience is. Right? So you understand that. But you also got to understand that you got to get that credit. You got to maintain that credit. And you have to understand that as you start to make money, this is a very pivotal mistake that happens. As you're growing, you need to make sure your payment processor, and this is the catch-22, because you're going to have low months and high months. Every individual that starts a business that I have ever seen deal with it, they had a low month. They brought in $10,000, and then the next month they brought in a high amount, and then the next month they were back at $3,000. So it was like, oh my God, the fluctuation. I need you not to pay attention nor focus. The only focus you need to pay attention to is making sure that your payment processor is not flagging you for payments. Okay, we got this amount of payments this month, but then it spiked. Can your payment processor handle it? Can Stripe handle it? Can whatever payment processor, Square, whatever it is that you're using, make sure that they're a good payment processor that they can handle fluctuation, because you're going to have good months and bad months. And you need to set yourself up on the right foundation, that you find out what that's going to look like before you end up having all of this kind of stuff. Because some people make it top heavy where they got all these things coming out of their account too soon, and they have a good month and then a bad month, and that bad month takes out all their finances. Set yourself up on a good foundation, y'all. Set yourself up on a good foundation. So with that being said, understanding that You don't want to have set up a good credit. All of this, you buying toothbrushes, you buying your regular stuff, you just set up your secure credit card account, you got points coming in, you doing all of this kind of stuff, your business is building, and then on the left side, while you was focusing over here, because you're seeing growth, you're seeing audience, you're building out all of this kind of stuff, you done forgot about that credit over there, and now something is being taken out that you couldn't pay attention to, and your whole business potentially crumbles. I got a hit one time on my account. I was right in the middle of building out my t-shirt line. Got a hit on my card because payment came out that it was not subsidized to be able to take care of. And this was before I got the $55,000. And what happened was I was trying to deal with that overdraft fee, which I couldn't deal with because there was no money to deal with that overdraft fee. And then therefore, $300 overdrafted, they shut my account down. Right at the point that I'm building out an entire product line. I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. Okay, so I'm going to need you to pay attention to what you're doing financially. Learn from my mistakes. And we're going to come back in the next one.